Now we have start the mystery of the end. Why the Harappan and Mesopotamian civilization end? Around the 39 years ago, we find the beginning of the major changes of the people stripped of living in the many of the cities. The writing seals and the wits are no longer in use. Raw materials of brought from long distance become rare. In Mohenjo-daro, we find that the garbage built up on the streets, the drainage systems broken down, and new, less impressive houses were built, even over the streets. Why, why did all this happen? We are not sure. Some scholars suggest that the rivers dripped out. Others said that the vast deforestation this could be happened because of the fuel was required for the baking bricks and for the smelting copper ores. Besides, grazing by large herds of cattle, sheep, and goats may have destroyed the green cover. In some areas, there were floods. But none of these reasons can be explained. The end of all the cities floating on the river drying up the would have had an effect on only of some areas. Now we have discussed it is appears. Where is the appears? It is appears if the rulers lost control. In any cases, the effect of the changes are quite clear. Sites in the Sindh and West Punjab, present day in Pakistan, were abandoned while many peoples moved into the newer, smaller settlements to the east and the south. New cities emerged about 14 years, 100 years later. You will read about them in chapter 6 and 9. Now we have discussed some of the important things in this chapter. Why the Harappan civilization destroyed? हरप्पन सिविलाइजेशन डिस्ट्रॉयड होने के जो हिस्टोरियंस है कई कारण बताते हैं, जिसमें सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट जो है वो ये है कि नदी में बाढ़ आने की वजह से ऐसा हो गया। लेकिन अब बात ये होती है कि बाढ़ आई क्यों और कैसे आई। तो बाढ़ जो आई उसका सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट जो पार्ट था वो क्या था, वो था ग्रीन जो लैंड था वो ख़त्म हो गया। कुछ लोगों ने जो है इलाके में जो है ज़्यादा कल्टीवेशन किया, डिफॉरेस्ट्रेशन ज़्यादा हुआ, इसी वजह से फ्लोटिंग आई। लेकिन एट द एंड वी हैव नॉट डिस्कस अबाउट द थिंग। नाउ वी हैव फाइंड द एल्सवेयर, वी हैव फाइंड द इजिप्ट in your atlas, and we will discuss about the Mesopotamia. The Egypt in your atlas, most of the Egypt is dry desert except of the lands along the river Nile. Around the 5,000 years ago, the kings ruled over the Egypt. These kings sent armies to distant lands to get gold, silver, ivory, timber, and precious stones. They also built huge tombs known as pyramids. When they died, the bodies of kings were preserved and buried in these pyramids. These carefully preserved bodies are known as mummies. A large number of objects were also buried with them. These included food and drinks, cloth, ornaments, utensils, musical instruments, weapons, and animals. Sometimes even serving men and women were buried after the rulers. These are amongst the most elaborated burials known as world history. Do you think would you to need these things after the death? So this is enough for this chapter. Now we have to do the word meaning and question answer from the work. Okay.